Welcome to Africa Media Australia. Clyde right here. Tonight I have with me a young lady who will be talking to us about her organization. Her name is Monica Forson. How are you, Monica?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Good to see you. How have you been?
I'm good. Good. Yeah.
All right. You've initiated a new organization for African Australian students. Tell us a bit more about that.
Yep. So with my friend and myself, we've set up the Afroaustralian student organisation. So I met Napoleon from Monash University of this time last year.
Mm-hmm.
She came to me with her idea about an amazing student group, and I really wanted to be part of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd been working at my university at Melbourne Uni, setting up their Africa Club, and I really enjoyed that and was passionate about establishing a umbrella organisation for African students.
Mm-hmm.
Our aim is to link up the African university groups, tertiary groups. So we have Melbourne University on board, Monash on board, Victoria University on board, and soon to be La Trobe and Swinburne, hopefully.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right, well, that's good. I remember about a year or so ago, I had a chance to meet some of the Africa Club students at Melbourne University, and they're all enthusiastic. They organize a forum, and there's quite a lot of energy and a lot of passion, and it's all good, I guess, to trying to bring things together. Yeah. All right. So when you said you started this about a year ago?
Yes.
And how has it been going?
Really good. So we came up with an idea and we had a proposal, and at first we were like, yeah, we can give this to people. And then we reflected back on it and it wasn't as good as it could be.
Mm-hmm.
So we both enrolled in the African Leadership Development Program, and I think it's sponsored by the government, and it goes through a development program. So we really learn a lot from that 10 weeks, and this baby of ours has turned into something bigger and better than we ever thought of.
All right. So, and I understand you organized a launch event recently at the African Australian Centre?
Yeah, we had a launch on, I think it was the 12th of April.
Yep.
So it was our big event for National Youth Week.
Yep.
So it was really to show the African community, like, this is us youth doing something for youth. A lot of the time we're spoken for but not consulted with.
Mm-hmm.
And that frustrates me and it frustrates my committee. So we wanted something that was really representative of what we're able to do, and everyone was really proud of us and quite surprised that we were able to pull off such a big event.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, I didn't get a chance to attend, but I heard about it. It was quite a success. We'll probably talk about that more with some of your other committee member. What are the main objectives of the AASO?
So AASO's main objective is to link African students together, not just on a social level, but also on a leadership level and employment.
Mm-hmm.
Some of our committee members said they found it hard to find internships and other things, and unlike other community groups that have established connections, the African community doesn't yet. Mm-hmm. So a good example is a Jewish community. They're always there helping each other, internships in their group, and we can't necessarily facilitate internships, but we've got networks of people that can, and we want to be that voice for them and tell them where to go.
Mm-hmm.
And in leadership skills, a lot of the times they complain about their resume not being that great, and a lot of the time it can be edited, but also you might not have the relevant skills yet.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to do leadership programs to enable the African students to build on their skills and just become better students generally. And
okay. Certainly. And what are some of the challenges that you have identified? I guess you're talking about that need to link up and help each other. Are there any challenges that you think you've identified that needs to be tackled, addressed?
There's lots of issues, but one of the main things is working together. If our organisation works the way I really want it to work, I think it'll be the first African organisation to be truly representative of the whole continent. I think a lot of the times certain ethnic groups work well because there's a common purpose, and at times when you do something Pan-African, it just crumbles due to infighting and political things. So if we actually work for the common good, I think that'll be a really good achievement for us, because our committee of 9 or 10 people is truly diverse. I'm biracial, I'm half Australian and Ghanaian. One of our members is Nigerian. There's 2 from South Sudan. South Africa, one's from the Philippines. I'm missing a few countries, but I can't remember. But we've really tried, except for North Africa. We don't have North Africa yet. So if you know any North Africans, please come join our committee.
Well, certainly. I mean, and you always have to start from somewhere. Eventually, people, as they get to know your organization, you have more people joining, and that diversity will grow.
Like we've had people from South Australia message us from Queensland, New South Wales. So I think it's such a short time, and there's already people coming to us wanting to learn about it and be part of us. Just gives me hope, and I'm definite that like this will be something important.
All right. Well, and what are some of the future perspectives for your organization? I guess you have dreams you may not be able to achieve now, but you would like to see them happen sometime soon?
I'm ambitious, so hopefully everything I say will happen, just slowly but surely. So our next event is in conjunction with Africa Day Australia. It's a youth forum. So AASO's been really trying to steer that and provide a topic that's really interesting. We're also really hoping to get a peer-to-peer buddy system set up, so linking first-year African students at uni with second or third-year students. So the idea would be there's a camp, and then there'd be like follow-up sessions from that. And I think it'll be able to link students together and just provide something that we don't have at the moment. And also linking with Incubate Foundation for a professional mentoring system. So that's linking African students with African professionals. A lot of the times you don't see doctors, or I think it's changing now, but you don't always see doctors, lawyers, engineers and other professionals. So it'll be a good program.
Absolutely. All right. And I suppose do you have more of the international students as part of your organization, or more of the local students? By that I mean, those who are
domestic.
The domestic. What's the balance?
I think it's pretty mixed. Like 2 of our committee members are international. So the girl from the Philippines that I mentioned, and also one from Zimbabwe, and our just general membership base is quite mixed, and I think that's reflective of just African students generally. Like there's a lot more African students coming from refugee migrants that have been born here or have newly arrived, but there's also lots from AusAid scholarship that the government's announced, so people doing their PhDs. So we're linking with everyone. Obviously, our committee is quite young because most of us are from domestic backgrounds, but we're not exclusive to young people. We're not exclusive to domestics. We're for everyone.
And in your experience, do the 2 types of membership sort of have the same issues, or maybe the international have a bit more of a challenge than the domestic?
Yeah, I think the challenges are different. I'm speaking in generalizations here, but for a lot of the times people from refugee migrants, sometimes schooling's a little bit harder because they've got additional issues than what the average student would, so you're not expected to be perfect in everything. So resume writing and all those sorts of things are more of what I've heard that they want, and professional development, whereas from international students, a lot of the time it's about networking and meeting fellow African students. When you're, particularly at Melbourne Uni, there's not that many African students, so all they want is like a friend to know where you can get your hair done, what you can eat. So the issues are quite different, but they come together, and I've got heaps of international friends from African backgrounds from uni.
That's good. All right. And what specific message would you like to give out there to not only potential members of your organization who may want to join, but the broader African Australian community?
I think that watch out for AASO. We're here to make a change in the community. Like I said before, we're sick of people talking for us and not with us and not communicating with us, and we want to be a voice that's really diverse and represents all of Africa and the diaspora. We really want to increase our Facebook likes on our page, so if you go to Afroaustralian Student Organisation, like us to keep up to date with our information and everything, or go onto our website www.aaso.com.au.
Well, that's good. Before we finish the interview, one thing I wanted to ask, I'm not sure if it's just my perception, but I've seen, whether it's in the Africa Club at Melbourne University or some other student organization, there tends to be more of female student being more active and going out there,
Yeah.
and the males are not quite there. Is that is that what you've noticed as well? And if so, why is that the case?
Yeah, that's happening in our organisation at the moment. Of our 9 members, only 2 are boys. I think women are determined, and you can rely on them, and they do what they say they're going to do. Boys are all there to be like the leaders, and boys are good leaders. But you know, girls look after the family, the home, and they look after the organisation. So there's a lot of independent and proud black women in our committee, and yeah.
Okay, well, boys out there, if you just heard what Monica said, we want you to,
join our club and prove that you're better than us and work with us.
Yeah.
You know,
that gender balance, it's got to be there. All right, Monica, thank you very much for your time to Africa Media Australia. We wish you all the best for your organisation. We'll be more than willing at any stage to work with you and trying to promote what you're doing as part of the broader vision and mission that organizations such as ours and yours are trying to do, which is to showcase all the beautiful things that are happening out there and trying to bring about a future for members of the African Australian community.
All right. Thanks so much for having us and supporting us as well.
No problem. Thank you.
Bye.
And good luck.
Thank you.
Cheers.
See ya.